Today I have the pleasure to talk to the head carpenter, Lindsey Roller, about her role in pulling this entire production together. Lindsey, I understand you're responsible for bringing Pride Rock to life, which is a huge undertaking. First, let's just talk about the whole tour. Bringing this tour from city to city, 17 semi-trucks with all the puppets and the set designs. How many people and how long does that take?
So we travel 40 crew members, and then we pick up over 100 locals in every city to help us put together and run the show every night. It takes us about 5 days. We work about 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. We start the process usually on a Saturday or Sunday, and then we have 2 sets of certain things. So we actually start loading in the show before we're even done in the last city. So we start building everything. We hang everything in the air first, and then the rest of the guys that were doing the show in the last city meet us, and we finish everything out on a Wednesday with a dress rehearsal, full dress rehearsal, no audience, to make sure everything's perfect for the audience that night, and then we do the show.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah.
How do you just put that into words, like just pulling something like that off?
I mean, it's very choreographed. You know, we're lucky that we've been doing this for 20 years, so everybody's figured out every step already. And for most of the time, we've already been to the city once or twice, right? So there's already a plan in place. But I'm the one that checks the boxes, makes the drawings, makes sure that everything fits, and make sure all the trucks are on time. That's the biggest thing. Trucking is everything on this show. And then we just do what we always do, put the Lion King together.
So we know that there are female carpenters, but when we think about the profession, it has to be relatively rare to be a head carpenter for a production of this size. What's been your experience?
Yeah, I think it's very rare, and it's very rare to be my age also, and to be female.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, wow.
So yeah, I'm the only female carpenter on the show. All my assistants are men, boys as I like to call them. And but yeah, it is rare. It's definitely rare for this size. There's only a couple other women head carpenters in the industry. Wow. So, but it's exciting. It's fun, and I have the best team ever. They're all in all the time.
And the boys don't mind taking orders from you.
They don't have a choice.
I love it. So, what would you say to students, for the young people out there, boys and girls, that might be interested in a profession where they can use technology and engineering and the arts, and it all comes together in such a beautiful way here?
I think this is the perfect job. I've always wanted to do this. I wanted to do this since I was 12 years old, and I was sitting in the seats in my little sister's rehearsals. They said, we need a Snoopy house. I said, I can build that. And that's how I got started doing this. And it's perfect for all of it, because you get all the technology, you get all the engineering. This is a job 100% of problem solving. You know, we take this to a different place, different city, different backstage. Everything is different every time. And how do we make this work? How do we move this around and still have the same Lion King on stage? It's a perfect job.
So for kids that are watching this, what skills would lend themselves to a position like this if they don't even realize that this is a job that they want to have one day?
Yeah, I mean, number one is problem solving for sure. But yeah, anything technical and mechanical, it's definitely like very physical job, nuts and bolts sort of situation. But also now with automation, it's getting much more like computerized and all that kind of thing. So I think it's good for anybody that wants to do engineering or like the more nuts and bolts side of something. You know, I think there's something for everybody. I think it's great, you know.
And then for people like you were saying who are in the audience that just have an interest in the arts.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the fun thing about being backstage is there's a little bit of something for everybody, because you know, if you look at what a costumer does backstage and what I do, it's very, very different, but it's almost sort of the same skill set. So it's neat.
Yeah, it sounds so neat. So Pride Rock is like that signature set piece for the Lion King, and I understand it's more than 20 feet long, 15 feet tall, and about 6,000 pounds.
Yeah.
So how are we moving this thing around?
So it breaks into 2 very large pieces that then get driven off the stage onto their carts, and then strapped to their carts, and then the carts roll right onto the truck. So it's actually fairly simple. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.